All right, we're going to continue with our patterns and equality unit. This is continuing, but it is now finding our unknown using multiplication and division. So not any different. We know that equations are equal. Both sides have to be the same. But this time we're going to use multiplication and division to find that unknown number, the number that we're trying to figure out. So let's take a look at our Connect section. Here we have Sarah, who has 20 apples. She's going to share them with 5 friends, so equally with 5 friends. What could we have as an equation for that? Well, we know she has 20 of them. She's going to divide them into groups, so it's division. We don't know how many groups, but we know that she's going to divide them so that 5 of her friends have equal groups. So let's take a look here. We could use a symbol to represent the number. We've got that. We chose a box. They have a diamond. We know the total number of apples is 20. The number of apples each friend gets is the number we don't know, and the number of friends that she's dividing them by is 5. So here's our equation. 20 divided by something equals 5. All right, using this equation, what are the different ways we could solve? Well, we're going to look at 3 ways. The first one is using counters. So you're starting off with 20 counters and you're dividing them into 5 groups. And you could just start with your 20 counters, putting 1 down each time. So 1 for each group or each friend. So we each start with 5, 1 each. 1 group of 5. 2 each. 2 groups. 5 groups of 2. 3 each. 5 groups of 3. We're still not done. We still have some counters left. 4 for each person. That takes care of all our counters. So each group has 4 in it. That means each of her 5 friends is going to get 4 apples. The other way we could do this is to draw a picture. And again, we know we're going to have 20 items, 20 squares. There have to be in 5 groups. So 5 groups is going to be groups of 4. Here we can see 4 groups to make up those 5. 4 in each does equal a total of 20. So again, we still know they get 4 apples. Or we could try some things and we could use our opposite operation. I could be thinking, okay, 20 divided by what is 5? Well, 5 times what equals 20. Well, if I know my basic facts, I should be able to figure out that 5 times 4 equals 20. So then we know fact families, 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5. So this would be our unknown number, 4. Again, 4 apples. All right, now it's your turn to practice, and I've given you a little bit more practice because multiplication and division can be a little bit trickier. So press pause now and practice this screen, the set of questions on this screen. All right, let's take a look. We have something that is equal to 8 times 3. Well, if we know our basic facts, 8 times 3 is 24. So both sides have to be equal. This side is 24 as well. 24 is the answer. 8 times 3 is 24. Second one, we have 16, which is the answer. 32 divided into how many groups is going to give us 16. And this is where counters might be really quite helpful. I'm going to draw out 32 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do groups of 10 just because that's easier to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 groups of 10 is 20. 3 groups of 10 is 30. I'm going to need 2 more. How many groups will that be if I divide them into 16? Well, let's find out how many 16 is. So 10 plus 6 here. One more. Okay, how many groups have I divided it into then? So that means this group has 10 and 4 and 2. 10 plus 4 is 14, plus 2 is 16. 2 groups of 16. So 2 groups of 16 is what 32 can be divided into. Something divided by 5 that equals 5. And this is one where fact families again could be helpful. Well, 5 times 5 is equal to what? Well, 5 times 5 is 25. So if I know 5 times 5 is 25, then I also know 25 divided by 5 is going to equal 5. So my unknown number there is 25. All right, sorry, just need to make some room for working again. Let's look at the next one. 9 times something that equals 63. Fact family is very helpful here. 9 times what is 63? 9 times 7 is 63, so our unknown number is 7. Last one, 45 divided by something that equals 9. Well, 9 times what equals 45? Well, 9 times 5 is 45, so then we also know that 45 divided by 5 is going to equal 9, so that makes 5 our unknown number there. All right, again, some problem-solving options. So press pause and try these 2 problem-solving questions. All right, let's take a quick peek. Cheyenne is organizing her birthday party. She's going to invite 9 friends. She wants each person to have 4 pieces of gum. How many pieces does she need? Well, 9 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, my 6 is a little crazy. 7, 8, 9. And each person is going to get 4. So this person's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're trying the drawing out method here. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we can see we have 9 groups of 4. What is 9 groups of 4? Well, 9 times 4. 9 groups of 4, 9 times 4, 36. So she needs 36 pieces of gum. Let's try the next one. Mei Ling has 24 toys in total. She's put them into 8 groups. How many toys are in each group? 24 divided by 8 is my unknown there. All right, so 24 divided by 8 is something. Well, again, fact families is quite helpful here. 8 times what is 24? Well, 8 times 3 is 24, so then we know that 24 divided by 8 is also going to equal 3. So how many toys were in each? 3 toys. All right, a couple more to try. Press pause and try these ones. All right, let's take a quick peek. 3 times something, that is 30. Well, 3 times what is 30? 3 groups of what is going to be 30? 3 groups of 10 is going to be 30. 10, 20, 30. 25 times what is going to equal, 25 is equal to what times 5? Well, what times 5 is 25? Well, 5 times 5 is 25. So then 5 is our unknown number. 12 divided into how many groups is going to give us 4? Again, fact family is quite helpful here. 4 times what is going to equal 12? Well, 4 groups of 3 equals 12. So 12 divided by 3 is also going to equal 4. Fact family is quite helpful there. 4 is equal to something divided by 12. This is where you have to be careful. You cannot just put a 3 in there because 3 cannot be divided into 12 groups. So you have to look carefully. This one has to be a much larger number. This is where you might want to try that guess and test strategy. All right, now guess and test is a little trickier with divide because you need to use kind of like friendly numbers, numbers that can actually be divided by 12 or be divided by 4. So we can try multiples of 12. Well, 2 groups of 12, 12 and 12 is 24. 3 groups of 12, 12 plus 12 plus 12 is 36. 4 groups of 12 is going to be 48. So let's try 48 divided by 12. Well, that does equal 4, so we're right on 48. All right, at this point you are on to your concept practice. You are working on page 24, numbers 3, 5, 6, and 7. You're looking for equal equations, both sides of the equation equal, and this time you're using multiplication and division. I know this is going to be a little bit trickier. Make sure you can use your multiplication chart if you're having any trouble with your basic facts at all. And if it's quite a bit larger numbers and it's not something you'll find on your basic fact chart, you are welcome to use a calculator. Do make sure that you show any work that you do and show anything that you punch into your calculator so we can be able to help you figure out where you made any mistakes, if you made any. Plus, it'll help us talk about your process and how you found your answer. As you're working, if you have any questions, of course, remember to ask. And when you're done, make sure that you check your work and show me before you move on.